For our 17th dive, we went to Blue Grotto, which is in Williston, Florida. We had some friends and family members that were doing their checkout dives to get certified. The depths of this right here in the upper cavern, it is 40 feet. And then if you go down, you follow a rope down the lower cavern, it gets to depths of 100 feet. So on the map for the place, it shows that there's lights when you start going down to the lower cavern. Lies. They were not on. So that's my boyfriend's brother and daughter that are about to get certed, and his brother's wife is in the water. This water is 72 degrees year round, and when they tell you that it's warm, that's lies too. This water is freezing. So not only did the water take your breath away, but the visibility was about 5 feet or less due to the algae blooming. I had trouble descending in this water because the visibility was so bad, it did make me feel kind of panicky. That's unusual for me to have problems descending, but in this water, it truly was atrocious with the visibility. This is probably the worst viz that we've had diving yet. But to be fair, the dive shop did warn us, and they did say that this was not normal. So if you're in the open water basin, if you swim down to this platform, it's at 30 feet. You can see this rope right here that I grabbed. This will take you into the upper cavern. It'll take you down to about 60 feet. As you can see, it loses its ambient lighting. The lighting was already pretty bad, and I did not have a flashlight on me. You best believe I bought one after this dive. So this was pretty nerve-wracking for me right here. This is a couple of our friends that were diving with us who decided not to go down due to fear of one of the divers. I was feeling the same way. I did not have a flashlight, and this is a fear of mine in the darkness. So as you'll see in a minute, this rope literally becomes my lifeline. So we decided to move forward in the dive without them. My boyfriend is the one that has the GoPro right now and the only source of light down here. So he's over here off the line checking out this little mermaid while I am back there in the dark gripping the line by myself. So this is the first time we had ever seen a Grim Reaper sign in real life. I'd seen them on a lot of YouTube diving disaster videos. So dorkily enough, I was excited to see it. But alas, I was over there on the line in the dark. You're gonna see that Brian is about to ask for me to come over. Oh, look, there I am. Meow. Terrified little cat. And I went, no! I would not let go of the rope. I was so scared. I was afraid that if Brian couldn't find me again once I got off the rope, that I would be lost for forever. But you can see I slid down the rope because I really did want to see the sign very badly. So I did slide forward and we got to see the sign. Yeah. So here's a close-up of it. It says stop, prevent your death, go no further, because you have to be cave certified to go beyond this point. That is something I have zero interest in, obviously, but you know, some people are crazy and they like that. Oh look, and there's the dolphin statue. I cannot even begin to describe how auspicious this cavern is right here, how tall it is, how beautiful it is. You can't understand it unless you see it in person. So I felt powerful after this dive because I overcame a huge fear of mine in order to see this cavern. So yeah, sometimes you need to get outside of your comfort zone. And I will say this is about the extreme furthest I want to go out of my comfort zone. I'm blessed that we lived. Here's the ambient light. Is it creepy or what? Doesn't it look like a horror movie? The light is green. It's wild. So this beautiful blessed rope will take you right in and right out of that place. So it's good for someone who needs the comfort of it, and I definitely needed the comfort. Definitely got an endorphin rush once we were back in the open water basin because I felt strong and powerful. There's my boyfriend. He, of course, is never afraid of anything. He's so awesome. He's an awesome diver, and he is a wonderful partner to me. He always listens to me even when I'm nervous about stuff. So we stopped for a 3-minute safety stop because, you know, safety matters, woohoo. And my depth check, I'm at 23 feet right here, just hanging out. And we saw some fishies. I was so excited to see them. I was not expecting any wildlife to be in this quarry, but they were there and they were pretty cool. Then it was time for us to go up. Once we surfaced, we realized we did not go to the dive bell, so we descended and we went back down. So I think this is about 25 feet down, and you can see we're approaching the edge of it. They actually have a tube that brings in fresh air that's from the surface, so you can take your regulator out of your mouth. It feels wild to take your regulator out of your mouth at 25 feet underwater, but you can. You'll notice when we surface in here that it is really, really loud in here. We wanted to hang out a little bit longer, but you can see the bubbles on the outside. There were other divers waiting to come in. So we were nice and we vacated for them. But it is pretty creepy, right? Doesn't it look like a horror movie? After that, it was time to head out into the surface. And ladies, find yourself a dive-in partner that'll do this, because I have learned just the mere touch of someone, if you're not feeling good underwater, it will make you feel safe and secure.